Well, which one should you get? The Big Easy Oilless Turkey Fryer, now going to be called the OTF Oilless Turkey Fryer, or the Big Easy 3-in-1 Smoker Roaster Grill, which I will refer to as the SRG. So this is the SRG, this is the Big Easy OTF, the Big Easy SRG. Some people think this one's been discontinued. Well, has it? Let's talk about it. What are the advantages and disadvantages of each? It's turkey frying season, or oilless turkey frying season. Let's talk. Hey, you're watching Big Lou Barbecue, not things I want to do. And today what I want to do is talk to you a little bit about the Big Easy Oilless Turkey Fryer, here known as the OTF, and the Big Easy 3-in-1 Smoker Roaster Grill, now being called the SRG here on this channel. That's how I'll refer to them, OTF and SRG. Both of them are the Big Easy. All right, it has gotten dark. It's actually Halloween night, but I want to get this video up on November 1st. Promised my friend Rosie we would get videos up on November 1st. Rosel, all goes by Rosie on the YouTube. His channel name is Rosel Simpson. He is the Big Easy Oilless Turkey Fryer King. He's got 2 of the oilless turkey fryers and the OTFs and 1 of the SRGs, all right? And he knows a thing or two about them. So if you want some information, check out Rosel. He doesn't live too far from me, just about 45-minute drive south of me. And he and I have gotten together a few times, but we need to get together and cook some turkeys or something in our Big Easy, or something in them. But anyway, we decided that we would both do a video telling you what we like and don't like about the OTF and SRG, so you can make an informed decision about which one you want to buy. All right, well, the elephant in his room is, hey, Big Lou, isn't the Big Easy Smoker Roaster Grill, the 3-in-1 Smoker Roaster Grill, discontinued by Charbroil? The answer is no. No, it's not. Go to Amazon. It says no. But it is no longer marketed in North America. It's not marketed in the United States, Mexico, or Canada by Charbroil. But they don't market the oilless turkey fryer in Europe. The SRG is there. But because Charbroil still makes it in their factories in Asia, yeah, made in China, all right, it's still available on Amazon. So if you want one, you can get one. Now, I will tell you that I am an Amazon affiliate, and if you buy something through the link that I'll leave down below, I can get a little piece of that, except for the SRG, because it's not supposed to be marketed in the North America, which is where I'm at. So I won't get anything on that, but I will leave a link down below to the SRG if you're interested in reading reviews about it on Amazon. The oilless turkey fryer, however, which is much cheaper and cooks food a little bit better, I'm gonna talk to you about that. The oilless turkey fryer is available on Amazon, but I do recommend you go get one from a local mom and pop hardware store where you live. If you don't have a local mom and pop hardware store, I'd appreciate you buying one from my link down below. If you're gonna buy one from corporate America, get it from Amazon and let me get a little bit off of it, all right? But I wanna tell you the difference, what I think about the two. Now, first got my oilless turkey fryer in November of 2020. It was November the 27th, the Saturday, November the 27th. On November the 25th that year, that was my birthday, and that was the year my wife passed away, sad to know, and it was the first Thanksgiving without her. But my mom had a friend at the time, and she was there at his house. We had Thanksgiving at his house, and he had one of those oilless turkey fryers, actually. His son did. Brought it over, and I was amazed, because I was an old-time turkey frying guy from dating back to the 90s. I'd been smoking a lot of turkeys, too, but I hadn't had a turkey out of one of these yet. Knew a guy that had one back around 2007 or 8 when they first came out. He bragged on them, but I never got to taste the turkey from it because I didn't know him all that well. But this time I got one. I said, man, I really want that. Well, it was my birthday, that Thanksgiving, and my mom said, you know what, I hadn't got you anything for your birthday yet. Here, how much are they? And I said, they're about $100. So she gave me $100, told me to go buy one. Well, I found one on the following Saturday, the day after Black Friday, at a mom and pop hardware store. $99 plus the accessory kit. Now they're about 125, I think, on the Charbroil site, or maybe Amazon. Maybe they're about 150. They're more expensive now than they were 3 years ago, but everything is more expensive now than it was 3 years ago. The SRG, on the other hand, I bought the following summer from Facebook Marketplace. Advertisement said it had never been used, but the grill grate had never been used. That was a false advertisement. She wanted $100 for it. When I got there, I opened the inside up and it was nasty, nasty, nasty. So she fessed up and said, what happened? She said her dad bought it in 2015 or 2016. And he cooked a turkey in it at Thanksgiving and cooked a turkey in it at Christmas and then died the following spring. And it sat there unattended and unclean because of his health or something. And so it was really, really nasty on the inside. So I asked her to give me 60 for it. Sorry, I rubbed my eye right there. If I could give her 60 for it, she said no. And so we settled on 80, which is really too much, but I had some work to do. I got it cleaned up and it works really, really well. So paint's popping off the end of it from where it was neglected. It was chipped, and once I started cooking it, paint just started popping off and it's rusting there. I'll have to get some high heat paint and go with it. But anyway, I've used it since the summer of 2021. It is Halloween night of 2023. And so I've used it for 2 years and I use it quite frequently. It actually serves as my only gas grill that I have. So I use it a lot for gas grilling, but I also cook things in it as well. So let me tell you what I think about it. I'm going on too much. Also, check out Rosel Simpson's channel. All right, well, this is my first propane cooker that I had in about 6 years. I got it the year my wife passed away 3 years ago in 2020. And so it's right now Halloween night of 2023 that I'm shooting this. And I have used this thing an absolute lot. I absolutely love to use it. All right. It's got this grease tray down here that you put aluminum, the little drip trays. They work, but if you're cooking a turkey, you need to get much bigger drip trays, or you could just stick a pan underneath there, as you may be able to see. You can see the ground right underneath there in that hole. All right. And my basket has 3 levels. I've got something called the bunk bed basket right here. Now my bunk bed basket is getting worn out and I don't ever think mine worked right. I never got it to sit like it's supposed to. I think maybe my handle was bent or something. This right here forms a different level and you can hang chicken legs on it. And it looks a lot rustier out here than it really is. But my basket is seeing its better days. I use this a lot and I'll probably use it this year, but by next Thanksgiving, I'll have a new basket because this one has been used a lot. Now you may be saying, well, you've only had it 3 years. Well, I use this a lot. A lot of people may be buying this to just cook a turkey once a year at Thanksgiving time or something and keeping it in their attic. Well, it'll last decades if you're only using it a few times a year. This pan here is pretty easy to clean. It's small, much smaller than the other one. It comes out, trying to get it out with one hand. As you can see, it comes out and it actually fits in my kitchen sink, and I can put my faucet over it and I can rub it down with a chainmail scrubber or some kind of scrubber like that and clean it. It's not too bad right now. A lot of that is just sort of seasoning that's baked on there over the years. But before I cook a turkey, I do wash it down and clean it. And I do use the drippings for gravy. Some people put aluminum foil down in the bottom. Now, some people will put a pan right down here to catch the drippings. But the idea behind this is to get the drippings out of the cooker so that infrared heat that comes between here and there cooks it in a drier type of heat, sealing the outside so that you don't have a lot of steam and moisture inside the cooking chamber. That's why there's the hole there and it drips down to this. But this thing here is innovative. When you cook with it, you feel like you've got innovation, like it was designed to do what it was designed to do, and that is imitate fried turkey. Of course, bratwurst come out easy in it. Pork roast, so I like to do center cut pork loins in it. I like to do other things in it. Ham, I'm kind of iffy on. And I've done baby back ribs. I haven't done spare ribs. Spare ribs to me need to be barbecued. That is low and slow smoked. But baby back ribs, you know, I treat those like pork chops because they're more like pork loin chops. And I do cook baby back ribs in this. You have this that's called the browning lid, and mine is rusted. But it's okay, it still browns, but it's probably seen its better days too. And I may replace it. But as for the cooker itself, man, this thing's solid as ever, all right? Don't use the lid while you're cooking unless you need to get that skin really brown or it's really, really cold and you live up north. All right? Anyway, that is this one. Like I said, I've got some accessories with it. This comes with it and that comes with it. You know what? We need to show you one more of my favorite accessories with this. All right, this is the kebab holder that comes in the rack, and I love to do kebabs in here. I have learned that since the kebabs sit up vertical, that if I'm doing something soft like mushrooms and steak, I'll put the mushrooms and steaks on different kebab racks because the steaks will fall down and mash the mushrooms if you're doing something soft. I did some chicken and onion kebabs recently. You can check out that video. They're absolutely delicious. And I just love to just stick kebabs in there. I don't have to turn them, flip them. They don't stick to the grill. And I just pull them out like that when they are done. And it does go in the bigger one. And I've cooked shrimp in it recently. Now here are two other accessories you get with the accessory pack. Rib hooks. You get this wide one for bone-in ribs, they say. And you get these for, like they said, for boneless ribs. But you can use these for bone-in. You get 8 of each. And I really like these wide ones. They fit on the side of the basket like that, and they do well hanging ribs and other things. And I've hung all kinds of things with this, chicken halves and everything with these off the side of the basket. So you get 8 of those. So the accessory pack includes the kebab holder, the second level grates that also work as a chicken leg holder, and these hooks. I do advise getting the accessory pack if you buy one of these. Anyway, let's look at the Big Easy SRG now. All right, the mysterious SRG, the Charbroil 3-in-1 smoker roaster grill. They took the technology of the infrared cooker from that and moved it over here. You can see there's a size difference. And these are still marketed, as I said earlier, in Europe and parts of South America and parts of Asia and stuff like that. They're just not marketed in North America anymore and haven't been since about 2017. But you get this grill, and the grill works okay. The grill works okay. Like I said in the intro, this thing is a little bit more gimmicky, but this is my only gas grill I have, so I actually use this one more often because it's usually hooked up to the propane. I got to hook that one up to the propane. I don't keep it hooked up to the propane most of the time. So anyway, I bought this 2 years ago. It had been used. I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. But I left the grill. I cooked some burgers once and left the thing burning all night long, and it hasn't looked quite as good as it has before. But this grill grate is probably the most durable part between both of these is this grill grate. I think it's going to last a while, and I could do some scrubbing on it right now, but I would cook on it too, you know? Anyway, it doesn't get real hot for steaks, but it does a good job with chicken breast and burgers and keeps everything juicy. Charbroil says that it's an infrared emitter plate. I don't know about that, but it's a little weird grilling on something designed to imitate fried turkeys. All right, when I bought this now, the basket was in terrible shape. And so I really didn't do a lot of stuff with it, with the basket that came with it. I used that basket in it, which doesn't fit as well. But I did find a place to order one, and sometimes you'll see these baskets for sale on Amazon or eBay or something. I did find a parts house, and I did buy a new one last year. I've cooked 1 or 2 turkeys in there, and I think one of the turkeys I gave away I didn't eat. But the turkey was pretty good, you know. But I also had let it smoke for a little while before doing the fry thing, which is what you can do with this thing. All right, I could do a little bit of scrubbing down on the bottom, but that's what that looks like. And the grease tray for this one is down here. And you can put aluminum in it, and that grease tray actually looks a lot better than my other, even though this is an older unit. But the paint is coming off, and when I got it, the paint was beginning to chip off. Like I said, it was been 4 or 5 years old and only used for 1 or 2 years. The fella died and left it uncleaned after cooking in it, so it had some neglect when I got it. The grill grate had never been used though. All right, so that is the smoker roaster grill. You can turn this to high and low. That one over there is supposed to only be operated on high, but it can be turned to low. When I turn it to low, when I'm glazing hams with a real sweet glaze, I still don't leave it in there very long. But normally you cook everything on high here. You can smoke stuff because you can put wood chips in there. And then there's 2 holes right here for the smoke to get into the chamber. This one's also a little tricky. I do need to scrub this a little bit, but that gets kind of dirty. And it gets dirtier here because of the lid. You know, the lid, this lid doesn't cover this. So that stays a little bit cleaner. This gets smoke dirt in it because when you shut the lid, it's in there. All right, and what I wanted to show you, if I get this out with my hands, I'll be right back. In just a few seconds for you, but you see that lip right there? It's got to go through that notch right there. This one has to be lined up so that you get the smoke holes there. And again, it needs, that notch needs to be right there where that is. All right, I'll give you some final thoughts, and please go check out Rosie's channel. There we go. Now I can push it down. And it's in there where it needs to be. Anyway, there's a little notch, and you got to get that notch in there to get this basket in, and that can be a little frustrating. Anyway, I actually use this one more. I like that one better. This one has that feeling of gimmicky about it, but since my propane's cooked up to it most of the time, because it is my only gas grill that I have, and I use this for gas grilling. By the way, I did wash this right before we did the video, so that's why you see a little bit of wet stains on it. But I do use this more. It cooks almost as well as that. I think that gets a little hotter, like that cooks around 400 degrees. This cooks around 375, 380. But those are just, you know, I hadn't done scientific tests, just observations with the thermometers I've used. Also, if you're cooking a turkey in here and you need to brown it and put the lid down, when you put the lid down, you can't really see what's happening anymore. All right. And I don't think these come with a thermometer. I think the guy that had this before me put the thermometer in it. With this one, when you put the lid on, you can see the turkey inside there and see how brown it's getting and when you need to take it off. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Okay, one thing I like to do with this, I have this fish basket. This one actually came from Bed Bath & Beyond. It doesn't fit in there, but it does fit right in here. And I'll put trout or salmon or whatever kind of fish fillets I want to in there and just cook that like that. I do kind of move this so it's not sitting over there and the handle doesn't get too hot, but I do grab it with pot holders. But I just cook the fish right in there like that. And when the fish is ready, I pull it out. I also make toast in this recently, and other things. I'll leave a video to where I cook some trout like that. It comes out absolutely wonderful. This is not a charbroil thing, like I said, and you can get fish baskets anywhere, but that's something to think about if you're interested. All right, to sum it up, I like the oilless turkey fryer better because it's innovative. It feels like it's designed to do what it's supposed to do, and that is cook fantastic turkeys. I've got videos on cooking turkeys in it. Rosel has videos on cooking turkeys in his, and a lot of other people do too. So check them out and see which one you want. The Smoker Roaster Grill does a good job imitating the fried turkey taste, even though it's not called the Smoker Fryer Grill. I really think it's just a marketing issue. That's why Charbroil quit marketing them here, because, you know, people like to fry turkeys at Thanksgiving. Fried turkey started here in Louisiana, at Church Point, Louisiana, which is in Cajun country, around the time I was born, about 1970 or thereabouts. About the time I was a teenager, it was real popular in New Orleans to fry turkeys and all over the state. And my family and I started frying them in my early 20s or my mid-20s and the mid-90s. And I love the fried turkeys. Fried turkeys spread throughout the country, but New Orleans is called the Big Easy, and that's the nickname of it, like New York is the Big Apple, and I think that's why Charbroil decided to call these the Big Easy. Pay a little tribute to my home state of Louisiana, all right, and city I grew up not too far from, New Orleans. Who dat? Go there. Go Saints, you know. Anyway, they cook fantastic turkeys, and if you're looking for a great way to cook a turkey this Thanksgiving, check them out. The Big Easy Oilless Turkey Fryer, the OTF, is a lot more portable though. And if you need to just pick it up and take it to grandma's house, take it to the in-laws house, take it to the lake, take it to wherever, the Big Easy OTF is a lot more portable, a lot easier to clean, and a lot cheaper. I do recommend it. If you need a grill and if you don't have a grill and you don't have a smoker, maybe you want to consider the Smoker Roaster Grill. But if you already have a smoker, you already have a grill, highly recommend getting the OTF, the Oilless Turkey Fryer from Charbroil. Big Easy Oilless Turkey Fryer. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. Do check out Rosel Simpson. Link is below.